Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, people in WWE are not thrilled with Cena versus Gunther.
A major SmackDown star could be returning to TV soon.
MVP speaks out on protecting Bobby Lashley.
And TNA are finally on the verge of announcing their new TV deal. I'm Adam Wilborn.
Andy H. Murray, the H stands for Hank.
And this is the news.
It was Honk yesterday, might as well be Hank today.
I'm going to guess Hunk tomorrow.
Hunk, oh, there we are, it is Wednesday. It's Hunk Day. That's what everyone calls it. Right, let's talk about Gunther versus John Cena.
Yeah.
Just a little sliver here, a little snippet, little amuse-bouche from WrestleVotes, specifically TC of WrestleVotes. Mm-hmm. There's two people. There's Wrestle and there's Votes. And TC is somewhere in the middle.
That's Tom Cruise.
That's right. Tom Cruise has reported he's been on WrestleVotes, radio, Q&A, Fightful, all that stuff. Noting that apparently there are some people in WWE who do not love the idea of John Cena versus Gunther. Specifically, Gunther being the final opponent for John Cena. Which is what we all... But they do understand the decision.
Yes.
Is what is stressed here. It's not just like, this is a burial. Or they're not going nuts. They understand why it's happening. They're just not... They don't love it. So, this kind of is closer to coming together after last night's episode of Raw, where we were mercifully saved from a Jey Uso versus Solo Sikoa final when both of those men lost in the semi-finals of the Last Time Is Now tournament. LA Knight beat Jey Uso and Gunther beat Solo Sikoa. So we're getting Gunther versus LA Knight. It's next week, right?
It's Friday.
It's Friday, okay. The final is this Friday on SmackDown. And then the week after, we have the final match of John Cena, which is taking place on Saturday night's main event in John Cena's hometown of Washington, D.C. Speaking of hometowns, if you're away from your hometown, you're on the road, you're traveling, but you still want to watch all your content from back home. At the same time, you want to stay safe online because there are ghouls everywhere. And you also want to save 73%.
What?
My goodness gracious, have we got a deal for you from our very good friends over at Norton VPN. It's the final day for this specific deal, so if you want it, get on the speedboat. Thunder in paradise, baby. Let's go. That's what everybody says. Now, there are different deals depending on your location, so make sure you click the correct link in the description below. We also had the QR code on screen there. But while this is a Black Friday offer, there are going to be other offers available as well, so don't worry too much. There are other deals available. It's not just VPNs either. They've got all kinds of security products as you look to sharpen up your security life in big 2025, up to 73% off, depending on your package and the location. Sign up now. What do you think of Gunther versus Cena?
What was the phrasing that they used?
Don't love, but understand.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit late, isn't it?
Yeah.
For them to be protesting about this.
Maybe you should have thought of this a month ago.
But the tournament started and there were still spots available and stuff like that. Look, personally, subjectively, I think it's obviously the right call. I think it's been the call for a long time now. Look, this John Cena final year has had its ups and downs, let's be perfectly honest. For every AJ Styles match, there's Randy Orton, or Brock Lesnar. So I think Gunther is the perfect opponent in my opinion. I wouldn't mind LA Knight.
Yeah.
Like, the final is a really good one because it is relatively hard to call because LA Knight has been the guy who a lot of people have said that WWE's kind of overlooked, and being the guy to retire John Cena, whether you win or lose, being in his final match is a big deal. But I think just Gunther fits the template perfectly. I will say, I'm a big fan of the MFTs, right? But even I was kind of impressed by what Solo Sikoa did with Gunther last night. Really good match. We'll talk all about it on the Raw review later, and Simon will obviously mention it in his ups and downs in a bit as well. But yeah, looking across the landscape of things, beyond insane people on the internet pitching Edge and Chris Jericho, guys, it's not going to happen.
Contracts.
They're both contractually with AEW for the rest of this year at least. I think Gunther has been the best option for the last 6 months to be John Cena's final opponent.
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's like... It's not like he needs it,
no.
Really. If people don't love it, I do get it. Like, he's been a world champion, and he was Intercontinental Champion for about 12 years. So, you know, he's had spotlights, and he's had runs, and he's had great capital M moments,
yes,
as we're so fond of these days. So it's not like Gunther is the person who benefits the most, but he does benefit. It's John Cena, for goodness sake. And in terms of quality as well, I think he's the best bet from a quality standpoint, right?
Yes. And I think unpredictability in terms of, like, now John Cena's not got the IC title. There's certainly an argument to be made. I kind of am leaning towards it more and more day by day that Cena actually wins his final match.
I don't think he should, because I think he's been beaten like a drum this year, and I think like if you put Cena over Gunther, that looks bad on Gunther.
Yeah.
Even though it is John Cena, he's a 17-time world champion. He got absolutely bodied by Brock Lesnar, and he just got screwed by Dominic Mysterio.
Didn't really do anything with that, did they? They just had the Brock Lesnar match. He lost, and they went, well, moving on.
It was ass. It was straight up ass.
Was that WrestlePalooza?
It was, yeah. Not the best show of the year. But yeah, look, I still think that maybe if they'd shown a bit of balls, they could have just gone all the way with Javon Evans, man. Like, I feel like...
Do something like that, yeah.
Yeah, they could have done that. They can't do it anymore, obviously, because he lost to Gunther. But, like, man, the guy underdogging his way to the final and then beating John Cena with some ruthless aggression, you telling me that wouldn't rock? You telling me you can't rocket strap the young legend already? You know, he's like 21 or something.
Yeah.
He's ridiculous. I could be his father. It's crazy, like, how young he is. You telling me that wouldn't be cool? Are you telling me that wouldn't be cool in this era where everyone is 45? I think it would be, but I'm not mad at Gunther at all. I think it's good, and I think they'll have a good match.
No, exactly. He doesn't need it, but it'd be a useful addition to his resume, especially if he beats John Cena. And I just really like the fact that Dominic Mysterio can now forever crow about the fact that he beat John Cena in his last ever PLE sort of pay-per-view. I don't know what is Saturday Night's Main Event a PLE or not? I never know what the terminology means.
It's TV show because it's on
TV special or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's on Fox.
I know. Andy doesn't like me.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, I think you're right. Andy doesn't like me mentioning this because he likes to keep it on the down low, but secretly he was actually pitching for the guy whose hoodie he's wearing today, iShowSpeed.
Yeah,
so,
love iShowSpeed. Huge fan.
I have enjoyed the clips of Randy Orton. You know, and he's like, iShowSpeed tries American football, iShowSpeed tries wrestling. The Randy Orton clips I've seen are very enjoyable.
Yeah, he's the most annoying man alive. But like, the influencers or the streamers, they're not for me. They're not for 38-year-old grump from Scotland. You know?
I was there for the Logan Paul match in France. I quite enjoyed it. But yeah, I don't think he should have been his last opponent.
Yeah, no. The Logan Paul as John Cena's last opponent would have been an abomination. I would have quit. I wouldn't have quit because I love my job. But, you know, I would have moaned about it.
I think John Cena's final opponent should be a guy he's never got a win against, who's got a losing record against. Should have been K-Fed, but, you know, probably busy or something.
Couldn't do it, man. They couldn't do it. K-Fed's too busy.
That Popozan money's still coming in, so... Have you heard Popozan?
No.
I'll play it for you in a minute.
No, you won't.
Okay. Moving swiftly on, let's talk about that big SmackDown star who could be returning to TV soon. I'm talking, of course, about Jacob Fatu.
All right.
Eric loves when I do that.
Nice.
Yes, Jacob Fatu has been off TV since he was attacked mysteriously backstage by probably either Drew McIntyre or the MFTs, let's be honest. So he was discovered, laid out, blood all over his face, teeth all over the floor, to basically write him off telly in October so he could go away and have dental surgery. Sounds horrible, that. I hope it's all gone well. But the good news is, according to BW Insider, backstage chat at Survivor Series suggests he could return imminently. We talked yesterday about the fact that Fatu was at one point considered to be in the War Games match alongside who was that mysterious man at the end of it? It was Austin Theory, the other guy considered for it. No specific date has been given, but sources indicate he could be back on the road in the next few weeks. A real shot in the arm for SmackDown. Love Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, he's been missed, and it's a pain in the ass when people have to take time off. But sometimes you just have to get yourself looked after. Like dental stuff, you should just get fixed as soon as it's a problem, because the longer you leave it, the worse it gets.
Yes.
So good. Take the time, get ready, all of that stuff.
Brush your teeth, floss, use mouthwash.
Borussia Dortment.
Indeed.
Just Borussia everything, man.
Munching Gladbach.
Yeah, but that's the thing, Paul. When you do too much munching, that's when your teeth start.
You'll be glad back at the dentist when they say you've cleaned your teeth so well.
We know what we're doing here.
Football wrestling crossover.
Yeah, and dentist. So, logically, you need this to lead into a storyline, and the ideally it would be the person who attacked him and laid him out. That is the perpetrator. That who he comes back to feud with them. Hopefully, it doesn't end up like a Kenta in the parking lot kind of situation. But I mean, there's really only, for me, like you mentioned, like the Bloodline, the MFTs, and Drew McIntyre and stuff like that. And I know they had like a little Cody Rhodes tease briefly as well. But like, ultimately, there's only one option that makes sense. This is a tooth-related problem. He's just been to the dentist. It's Britt Baker.
Britt Baker, yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Jacob Fatu versus Britt Baker at the Royal Rumble. I think Britt Baker...
MD.
Yeah, I think she should squash him personally.
Yeah.
I think that'd be great.
So squash him at the Royal Rumble, yes?
Yeah.
And then enter the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Both Royal Rumbles.
She wins both.
Win both.
Wins them both.
Work night 1 and night 2.
And then she beats Cody Rhodes.
Or what was that dreadful match that they had? Was it Tooth and Nail match?
Tooth and Nail. Brother, that was not good. To be fair, she was still very injured.
Yes. I do remember campaigning. They're like, why isn't this on the pay-per-view? And then it happened. I was like, oh, no.
That's why. Yeah, was it? Big idea that didn't land.
Yes.
It was ass. But yeah, I like Jacob Fatu a lot. I think that...
We're building, obviously, you do that match at the Royal Rumble. Obviously, there's a view to WrestleMania with Isaac Yankem.
Yeah, well, of course.
Let's get the best version of Kane back.
Why
That's
not?
what everyone's saying.
Let's do it, man. I think I'm a fan of Concessions Kane. That Ryback segment was
Corporate Kane was such a bitch, wasn't he?
Corporate Kane was a bitch. Remember that Royal Rumble where him and flipping Big Show just picking everyone up and
right?
All your faves are here.
Oh God, yeah.
Dean Ambrose, bye bye.
And then it was like, Roman's here. We don't care. We hate him.
Yeah.
Where's Daniel Bryan?
Yeah, then Rusev arrives. What the heck? What a weird Rumble.
I always get them confused in terms of eliminations. Was that the one where there was no Daniel Bryan, or was that also the one where Rey Mysterio got booed at 30, or was that the year?
That was 14, so that was rated at 30. 15, I believe, was Bryan was in it, and then he got eliminated after about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was what I'm thinking about. They chucked him out early, and they were like, so who are you going to get behind now? Roman, right? And they're like, Philly were like, no,
go away. Get behind these boos, Fed. Yeah, not a great era.
Question. It was a very weird time back then. And did I dream this, or was there one where I think it was like Corporate Kane's ankle got broken, but he got in an ambulance, and then Real Kane came out and his ankle was fine?
I don't remember, but if that...
Let me know in the comments.
Yeah,
it was
probably
a strange time.
I mean, it sounds like something that would have happened.
Yeah. Ass.
Yeah. Absolute ass. The Martin Scorsese thing. Love it. Dog ass. It was the ass of a dog.
Yeah.
In many ways.
And not in a good way. What?
No. Hello. What are we doing here? Right, let's talk about MVP protecting Bobby Lashley. I phrased that weirdly.
Yeah,
in the intro.
he needs it, to be fair.
Yeah,
he can barely handle himself.
Listen, this Bobby Lashley guy, I don't know, man. Seems a little soft to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's 16 MMA fights and the 25-year pro wrestling career, the jacked physique. I don't know, I'm not sure. But no, this is kind of fun. So it's MVP. He's on Marking Out, which is his show. And he's just talking about how Bobby Lashley is just a really nice guy and he can't say no, basically. Here's what he said. MVP. Bobby's way too nice for the damage that he can do. He's one of the nicest guys around, and Bobby's way too giving. Guys will want to do stuff to Bobby, and Bobby will be like, and I'll be like, no, you can't do that to him. Bobby just be like, talk to P. That's MVP, obviously. Would you do that to Brock Lesnar? No. Well, that's Black Brock Lesnar. So no, you can't suplex him, you can't powerbomb him, not you. It's funny. I've got the mental image now of like Jungle Boy or Marco Stunt going, "Hey Bobby Lashley, can I gorilla press slam and powerbomb you?"
Burning Hammer 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Can I pick you up with one hand, my man? I'm 5'2".
It's weird hearing stories like this because in the grand scheme of the business, people like Bobby Lashley should be right at the very top for obvious reasons. But it is also nice to hear that despite Bobby Lashley being who he is, he's the sort of person who's like, I mean, yeah, if it works for you. And MVP has to be the guy stepping in and be like, no, we're protecting you.
Yeah.
Because I know it goes completely against what we're saying here, but I really enjoyed that match a few weeks ago. I think it was for the entry or the number one spot in that national championship gauntlet thing, where Ricochet was just talk some trash and then got his ass handed to him in about 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's good.
Because that's what Bobby Lashley would do to you.
Yeah, this is it. So I like hearing the dichotomy of the big, giant, jacked guy being kind of chill.
Yeah.
and he has to get his manager to look out for him, or MVP maybe steps in of his own accord. Look, I love the Hurt Syndicate. I don't care. I know a lot of people don't like them because I don't know why. I mean, I do know why. It's because people get offended when their favorite little promotion has some lads who might be like, "It doesn't work for me, Chief."
Yeah.
You know, when there's a little bit of a
They
politicking
back it up
going
in the
on.
ring like Shelton as well.
They're beasts, man. They're beasts, and I think it's kind of cool that they actually politic a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I've loved Bobby Lashley since the flipping first day I learned he existed. I remember when he was in EWR, and his name was Blaster Lashley, and I was like, "Who is this? This guy's name is cool."
Yeah.
And then he arrives in WWE. I love Bobby Lashley. I think it's really cool that MVP is. Like, actually, I think it's pretty sick that this group in general is kind of like, they're so collective, like they're so together.
They were a real sort of shining light in a very dark time for AEW, I'd say, over the last couple of years, in my opinion. And I think, I think they're doing great stuff. From personal experience, I've got to say, Bobby Lashley was at one of our Sweet Chin Disco events in London after the AEW show. And like, for who he is, for what he's achieved, like he could have just gone, I'm going to sit in the back and wait till he's go out with like Swerve or Mark or whoever. And he was just in the back, just hanging out with everyone, just the nicest guy. So all the love in the world to Bobby Lashley.
And I love that they don't do jobs, man. Like, you never know how much of that is embellished and how much of it is correct, but it's kind of beast.
Sounds like Bobby's kind of up for it, and MVP's like, no.
Yeah. Bobby's like, I'll put this.
What's that? A losing streak? Sounds good to me.
Local enhancement guy over in 2 minutes, no problem.
What's our boy's name? He's awesome. John Cruz.
John Cruz.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
John Cruz is the guy. Why were we talking about him yesterday?
He's Abraham Lincoln with MJ.
And he was the one with I think, in my opinion, the best dive/walk-off from Samoa Joe ever, where he's like
shrugging.
Where you going, man?
Yeah.
In midair. It's an amazing shot.
Shrugging mid-splat. Have you ever seen John Cruz and Serpentico in the same room? Good question. Good question. But yeah, this rules. I love it. I love the lore of the Hurt Syndicate as much as I love them as an act. I think they rock.
I like the fact that generally it's like, are they heels? Are they baby faces? Does anyone care? Yeah. Like, we just like chanting, we hurt people.
The thing is, they're too awesome for me to hate. Yeah. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah, they're very much the heels. If they're like, we're kicking the ass of all your favourites, you're like, see the booing for me, Bobby.
We hurt people, man. It's great. Like the Toliona Bobby Lashley match earlier this year.
What an over delivery that was.
One of the coolest TV matches of the year. It is Swerve. I loved the Swerve match. This office did not like that match. I loved it. So this office can swivel, personally.
Yes. But finally, we might have some news, Andy. We talk about this on a seemingly weekly, monthly basis about TNA's TV deal. We've been talking about it for a long time now. We finally might be at an end. They finally, today in fact, could be announcing they are heading to AMC. You see, yesterday on social media, AMC posted a teaser video with the date of January 15th, 2026, and a live crowd going, ah! And I think you can maybe make out a turnbuckle in through the fog. But yes, by all accounts, they are heading to AMC. John Alba of Sports Illustrated reporting. That is the belief, at least. Fightful Select following up on this, reporting the TV deal could be announced as soon as today. TNA have got a talent call for that. AMC reach around 60 million homes. Obviously, the network behind the likes of Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead. So pretty big deal this for TNA, and good news for wrestling fans everywhere, whether or not you like TNA.
Yeah, good. I mean, like we said before, I mean, we do this story every freaking month. But
I'm just going to be so glad to see the back of
it. Me too. It was the same with the AEW one last year. It's like, it's coming, it's $1 million, it's $1 billion. It's $5. So we say this all the time, but it's true. The current TNA TV deal is junk. It's they own Access TV, Anthem do, so they get paid $0.
What shall we put on Thursday nights?
Yeah.
Our own show.
Our own thing. So, like, the current deal is junk. They need to get paid. They need to get an extra source of income. And that will, even if it's only $10 million a year, that will create a lot of opportunity for them, because it will allow them to their outlay to increase. So they'll be able to sign more people. They'll be able to pay people more. They'll be able to be more competitive in negotiations. They might tweak their production. They might tweak their set. Who knows? They might go back on the road more often.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. It'll make the company more liquid and fluid and profitable. That's good for everyone in general. Another more viable place for people to work is good in this shrinking wrestling world. Yeah. So good for them. I'm looking forward to the announcement. I'm looking forward to see how much they're earning from it, because I like the business of pro wrestling. I'm interested in it. But yeah, it's good for them, and it's good for everyone, really. that TNA now has a new deal.
Yeah, no doubt we'll follow up on this when the announcement is officially made, hopefully tomorrow, if the announcement's later on today in that talent call with TNA talent. But like you say, Andy, whether or not you've ever watched TNA or you're like, I don't care, I couldn't care a jot about TNA, having another brand getting big money, a big TV deal is just great news. I know they've got that affiliation with WWE, but nevertheless, it is, like you say, an alternative for people other than the big two, and just a place that maybe people can kind of hone their skills before they put in the major spotlight. I'm not saying TNA doesn't have a spotlight, I'm just saying there's levels to this game.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of cringe to me whenever like a wrestler breaks out and it's like, oh, I can't wait to see them in AEW or WWE. It's like more than 2 wrestling promotions exist.
Yep.
Right? So another one...
There's 3 now.
Yeah. So another one like increasing in prominence hopefully reduces the two-way vision that people have of wrestling. Like, I cringe, honestly, when I hear, like, oh, Trevor Lee should blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I love him on the indies, man. I mean, he should do what's right for his career, obviously, and financially and all that stuff. But yeah, it's cool. It's just more viability and hopefully more visibility as well, because I've been to the eye doctor a few times, and sometimes I just don't see them TNA ratings, you know? Sometimes they're not there.
Eye doctors, dentists, we're ticking them all off.
Yeah, we're people just slamming Bobby Lashley who are half his size.
Foot doctor?
Come on, you can't talk about feet on YouTube, man.
Good point.
Feet.
Or can we? And then the views will...
Well, this is it. Feet or guns.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 things.
Hit a like and subscribe, and maybe we'll get our feet out before the end of the year.
Well, I'm not doing that, but...
No one wants to see that.
He'll do it.
I'll do anything for money. What?
Will you try and do a wrestling move on Bobby Lashley?
I already did backstage at Sweet Chin Disco. He was really good about it, actually.
Just don't tell MVP, he'll kick your ass.
I said, you're going up, Bob. He said, sounds good. And MVP went, what are you doing?
Yeah. You just lifted him up. What is he, £300?
Yeah. I can lift £3.
Yeah.
So.
I can spend £3 on the Greg's. That's about as close as I'm getting here, man. All right, this has been Nonsense. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
See you later.
Norton VPN.